What's up? Last night, Saturday night, popped some popcorn, sat in front of the idiot box, and checked out Damsel, the new movie from Netflix. And the trailer had me intrigued. I'm like, look, I ain't got nothing to do. I'm not leaving the crib. I'm in my underwear and nothing else, and I'm chilling. And I gotta say, off the rip, I enjoyed this film. That don't mean that it's good. That don't mean that it's bad. Personally, I just enjoyed it. It stars Millie Bobby Brown, Robin Wright, and the lovely Angela Bassett playing the stepmother. From the very beginning, as the movie opens up, it is CG heavy. That takes a lot of the wind out of the sail. But that's just how movies are made nowadays. It's cheaper, it's more practical to do it that way. We just have to accept it. We can't always expect crews to go out there to these wastelands and film stuff hundreds and thousands of miles away and waste money for the studio. You gotta do things in a way that saves money, and when it's on streaming, it's not gonna make any money. So Netflix is like, hey, CG it up real tough. But the premise is every generation, there's not so much a curse, but there's a law between dragon and human that has to proceed every generation. Because in order to coexist, something has to be sacrificed. And you go back to Millie Bobby Brown's character. Her and her little sister in the very beginning are out gathering wood, chopping wood. Shows that she's a little tough, chopping wood. You gotta be pretty strong to do that. They live in a small town that's been cursed with this disease called the freeze. So they're running out of food, people are dying. They have no way to keep warm except go way out there to the wastelands and chop wood. And as you see, there's no trees left. And some woman in a red robe, religious background, comes from the royal kingdom and gives the father a letter and says, yes, she will do. She's been chosen to marry the prince. All of a sudden, everything changes. Your fortune changes. We're rich. We can feed our town. We can take care of people. And all well and dandy. They go visit the kingdom. They meet the family. And, you know, Angela Bassett, she is a black woman in this movie. The only two black people in this movie is Angela Bassett and the dragon. So, yeah. But she's trying to fit in, you know, being a stepmom, taking care of the girls and the husband. So she's about to spend some quality time with the princess. You know, go talk to her, or the queen, whatever, and go talk to her and get some common ground. And the queen looked at us like, look here, bitch. Your father used to be a rope maker. You are nothing. You're a peasant. You are a commoner. We would never be family. This is just a marriage of convenience. And Angela Bassett's like, you know, when she gets upset or about to cry, that them lips start vibrating. This bitch just called me the N-word in modern day times, or, you know, prehistoric times, a commoner? So she goes, okay. And she's trying to tell her stepdaughter, hey, be careful. This might be a mistake. The father has nothing to do with it. He's like, it's going to happen. But you can tell in his face, he's bothered, like he just made a deal with the devil. So what happens is, every generation, the dragon wants human sacrifices. And if you don't do it, if you don't give me 3 young, tender women every generation, I'm gonna burn down your kingdom. So obviously she's a sacrifice. And to me, she enters the conversation of Ripley, played by Sigourney Weaver. You have Linda Hamilton in those Terminator movies, who's a strong woman fighting a Terminator. Ripley fighting an alien. You know, Millie Bobby Brown, she has done movies on Netflix before. And she's used to working with CG characters. So this was no problem, her fighting against a dragon. I thought she did a really good job to see her grow up over the years. The red wig was working for me. I love red hair. She's grown into a beautiful young lady and a talented actress. I thought she held her own, because there's times in the movie where she's fighting a CG dragon and it's just her and the CG character. and she's running through caverns and tunnels and dark places. And, you know, I think she's up there with those women I mentioned earlier. And hey, I enjoyed it. And, you know, the movie has a pretty cool ending, a pretty damn good third act. And I like the story. I just like stories like that. It's not your average fairy tale, but close. You have your wicked stepmother, and then you have your good stepmother, who happens to be black. Back-to-back movies I've seen where the stepmother's black, married into a white family where the kids already exist. Pretty cool. But overall, I enjoyed it. It's only an hour and 45 minutes. Perfect time. So if you're home, chilling, hit that box, hit that Netflix button, and check out Damsel. I thought it was pretty cool. All right? You know, it might be a little slow for some, not for me. I like a slow build up as long as it has a satisfying ending. And the ending was pretty damn satisfying. With that, I say like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends, and more importantly, leave your comments down low. And I'm out. Peace. You know the routine. Fade to black.